How you doing? How you doing?
Okay, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you may be. Happy, I was going to say Monday, but yesterday was a holiday here in the US. So we had every day, everybody had yesterday off. So it feels like we have like today is Monday. So happy not Monday, Monday. And how does it get even better? What will it take for this day, this week to be one of the greatest of our lives? I've been really looking at the energy of presence, what it really truly means to be present. We finished doing our foundation class yesterday, and it was so amazing every single time that I get to do this class, that I get to facilitate this class, that I get to be a part of this class. It really creates such a shift in my life and in my universe. And at the end of the class, we all kind of went around and spoke about what it was that what we became aware of what we had received from the foundation class. And my awareness was the invitation to be present as something that we kind of throw around as like a really cool spiritual, metaphysical antidote for anything, become present, become present, become present. But what is presence truly, right? How often are we present and we are, let's say, engaged in a conversation with somebody, and we're having this conversation with somebody and they're talking and they're talking and they're talking, whatever they're sharing. But in your head, you're thinking, okay, well, I have to make sure that I add garbage bags to the grocery list. And then I need to make sure that somebody is going to pick up the kids on time. And oh goodness, my stomach hurts and blah, 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 blah. And we're not even really listening to what the other person says, right? And then we're just nodding our head, but inside our heads, we're not really truly present. Our energy is somewhere else. And I know for myself as a facilitator and as a teacher, when I am teaching is very different from when I'm taking a class, right? When I'm taking a class, I may be writing notes, but my mind is also thinking about other things and doing other things. But when you're teaching and when you're facilitating, there's no other option other than to be present, right? Because you've got to be super aware of the questions that people ask. You've got to be super aware of the energies that people may be processing or going through. They say that the greatest way to learn is truly, truly to teach. And I think that this is something that I really derive so much light from in my life. And at the end of the day, I was self-reflecting after everybody had left, and I said, wow, it really feels so powerful to be present. And what would it take for all of us to be so present with with our lives and our life experience and what's happening in front of us right here and right now? Because this is truly it. We don't really have anything that's outside of this moment. We think we do. We think we have our day planned, we think we have our lives planned, but I can tell you, on that morning of September 11th, it was a beautiful, beautiful morning. And I had the day off and I had all these plans. And then what happens? So, how often does something come along and take us out of that which we have thought was an obligation or a responsibility or whatever, and brings us even more present? And what if we didn't have to have those things, those external things that forced us to be present? What if presence was actually a choice? And so, one of the tools that you can use to become present, that I love to use to become present, is simply to look at your feet, right? To look at your feet, to just lower your gaze, to look at your feet and see your feet on the ground. And then start to work your way up from your body. Look at your feet, look at your ankles, look at your calves, and just become present with where you are in relationship to the space that you're in. Then you can begin to take in the environment around you. You can then expand beyond the physical environment into the energy of the environment. And it's from that space that you can actually then inject whatever you want. So as you're scanning your body, you can become present with whatever discomfort, whatever pain is in your body. And you can ask it, what are you trying to say to me? What is relevant for me in this present moment? What is here that if I became aware of it, the pain would go away? So I'd like to invite all of us today to be super, super present, present with your life, present with the choices that you're making, present with the words that you're speaking, and the energies that you're attracting into your life. And acknowledge that this time in this space every single day when we meet here at 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is a moment to become truly, truly present, right? To become present. And so perhaps you're one of those who I often find myself like, oh, I'll listen to a class and I'll do whatever I'm going to do and whatever. How much more can you receive from presence that you were not even aware that you could receive? Okay. So let's invite those energies in today and this week to become super present and just acknowledge that it is in that beautiful moment, in that beautiful space in the present that we actually get to ask, right? You can't ask for the future. You can't ask for the past. You can only ask in the present. So ask today for that which you would like to be a contribution to your life. Okay? So let's go ahead and begin the meditation. Let's close our eyes and let's find ourselves in our heart. And from this beautiful space in our heart, let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And for today, let's do the expansion version of the meditation. So let's find ourselves in our heart and focus on this beautiful bright light in the center of your heart. And as you do so, keep focusing your energy on that light. And imagine that light becoming brighter and brighter and brighter. And as you focus on that light and it becomes brighter and brighter and brighter, that light envelops you. It envelops your body. It envelops your being. And from there, allow yourselves to expand out beyond the body, just about an inch outside of the body. Receive your energy field beginning to expand into the room that you're in. And now go 10 feet outside of the body. Become aware of the chair, the computer, the phone. Become aware of the air that you're breathing, the temperature of everything. Expand out beyond there into the room that you're in. Expand beyond the room into the home that you're in, into the building or the house that you're in. Expand into the land that you are on. Expand even more to the neighborhood, to the city, to the state, and expand even more to the country, the continent, and the bodies of water that surround the continent. And now expand even more beyond there to different continents and different bodies of water that surround that continent. Expand beyond there until your ball of light and your energy is one with the entire earth. And from this space, we imagine this beautiful energy contributing, gifting, and receiving to us simultaneously. And now expand beyond there out into outer space through different planets, galaxies, and the Milky Way. Expand beyond there out into different layers of light beyond the galaxy. and pass those layers of light into a beautiful golden-like light, and through the golden-like light into a jelly-like substance light, and through the jelly-like substance light into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the seventh plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. Expand even more. Perceive this energy. And from here, we will ask for some downloads for the group today. And as a reminder, all you have to do is say yes to receive them. So would you like to know what it feels like to be present? To have the Creator's definition of presence, that you're worthy of being present in your life. If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to invite yourself to realign with presence? Oftentimes we perceive presence as something that exists outside of us. We go, oh, that makes me anxious, right? What is it that's outside of you, outside of this moment, that you're anticipating? And what if you let go today of that which you are anticipating in favor of what is present and what is here? I know for myself, as you guys know, you've followed my journey. There's so much going on in my life with this transition. And if I don't stay present here in the moment, in the now, I notice what it does to me and my body. It makes me incredibly anxious. I might even start to fall into some fears or some worries or even some doubts. And so every time I go there, every time I start to have a doubt or a fear or something like that, I ask, what will it take for me to be present? And I look at my feet or my hands. So would you like to know what it feels like to be able to have the awareness to catch yourself when you're outside of your present state, and that you know how to bring back into your life, your present state? And what if in this present state, the healing that you're asking for, right? We're oftentimes saying, like, let's say we don't feel well or something happens, we go, I'm looking forward to feeling better, right? Or I'm looking forward to my leg healing or my this or my that, right? That's something that's outside of you. But what if the present was actually the only space with which the healing could actually occur? Would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, and is to allow yourself to be present with your healing? Would you like to ask the present to contribute healing to you? That you're worthy of asking the present to contribute healing to you? If you'd like that, say yes. One of the things that really distracts us out of the presence is money, right? Money or love, you know? Oftentimes we go, well, I would love to choose that, or I'd love to be that, or I'd love to do that when I have money. What if what you have in the present is the ability to ask for the money that will create the future that you want to have? So instead of going to the when I have money, go to the present and acknowledge the money that you have, the gratitude for the money that you have, and ask that money to make you money and to bring more money into your life so that you can have more of that which you would like to choose. So everything that doesn't allow that, can we please destroy and uncreate it? And would you like to know what it feels like to trust yourself, to trust your light, to trust your connection to all things, to know that you are worthy of connecting you and your light to all things? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, and is to see the interconnectedness of all things in the present, right? So oftentimes, too, the way that our mind works, our mind has to be linear, right? But the reality is not linear. Like the universe is not linear. We make it linear because that's how our mind has to process it. We look at things and we look at time, we look at space, we look at motion, we look at aging, we look at healing, we look at all those things outside of us. But what if they existed here in the now and in the present? Would you be willing to ask to acknowledge and see how all of that is occurring simultaneously here and now at the same time? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to know that you are safe in the present? That you can be happy in the present? And that you are protected in the present? If you'd like that, say yes. So now let's shift our energy over to those who require healing. We have an ongoing healing list on our Facebook page, The Provocative Intuitive. If you would like to add anyone to that list, you may do so at any time. I'm going to say some names, and as I say some names, just imagine them surrounded in the Creator's love and in the Creator's light. So can we please contribute healing to Gary and also to Martha and to Tom and Judy? Can we also send healing and light to Carmozina and her family, and to Charles? Let's also please send healing to Carrie. And let's also please send healing to Liberazel and to Stephanie. Let's also please send healing to G. And let's also please send healing to Grace and to Marcella, and also to Angie and Marco and their children. And let's also please send healing to the Liuzzo family, to the elevation of Paolo's soul. Great. And last but not least, would you like to know that you are unconditional love, that you be unconditional love, and that unconditional love is your birthright? If you'd like that, say yes. So now let's take our palms, rub our palms together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Now place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes and allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. Place your hands on your heart. Congratulate yourself and thank yourself for being here, for showing up today, and for being a part of this amazing, amazing download.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
The
Good. I'm so happy to see you.
library today.
You have what going on today?
Library.
You have library today? Are you going to read some amazing books? Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye, my love. I love you so much.
Thank
Bye,
you. Thank
guys.
you
Have
so
a
much.
beautiful day.